Then Dream Specialty Bar Lineup for your home gym. Jake and I will be sharing
hold up.
Worst product ideas need to get pulled off, right?
That's not it.
All of it's it except that one, right?
Yeah, survey results. And then, yeah. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Garage Gym Experiment podcast. My name is Adam. That's Jake, and we're back again with another great episode. On today's episode, we have new products from Rogue and Rep. We have a business idea coming to you from Jake, survey results from this past week, and then we're going to go over Dream Specialty Bar Lineup for your home gym. We'll talk about the community input from that, and then Jake and I will give you ours. All right, so we'll jump in with the new products from Rogue and Rep. Coming to you first from Rogue, not really a new product, but an updated product. It's their Rogue MG4CN. That's their cambered multi-grip bench bar. And the upgrades they made to their first release is now they have lockable sleeves using an included Allen wrench. You can easily switch the sleeves from unlocked, allowing them to spin freely, like a standard barbell, to locked, so zero movement for max stability. Cool new feature. Don't think it's offered by anybody else. Also includes 2 sets of knurled 32 millimeter handles. So before you had to buy, Jake, did they give you 1 set free? Or you had to buy all of them?
I don't know.
I think they gave you 1, and it was like if you're getting a multi grip, you need at least 2. So people were complaining that
I think
you had to buy all the additionals. Yep. So now you get 2 sets of the 32 millimeter handles. So those are the thicker handles. 1 12-degree angled pair and 1 16-degree angled pair. That's the cool thing about this bar is you can do different angles on those grips. And then also nylon washers. So one of the big things I saw in reviews, especially from Basement Brandon, was in changing these handles. It was metal on metal, scratching up the outside of a brand new bar, which home gym owners, we don't like that. So nylon washers are now included so you don't damage your bar. And that previous model, they really hit the sale on that one, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a huge sale on the previous model, and then like the day after the sale launched this one. And I saw a number of people say, "Ooh, I wish I would have grabbed it at the sale price because these features weren't groundbreaking."
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd rather.
But I will say, like, this is like version 3/4-ish, like of this bar, and it's finally looking like a really awesome bar. So I love the Cadillac bar, but I'd love to try this one out to see like if I'd rather have this or the Cadillac bar. So that looks like a pretty good bar. And I think it's like $395 the base price, so it's really not like terrible.
It's not horrible.
I think it's still
especially
cheaper than the Cadillac bar. Yeah. And it's been relatively slow few weeks with new products, with it being Black Friday. So that was kind of the main product release. But Rep also did create and released a new premium performance apparel line that rivals companies like Viore or just like other more premium athletic apparel companies like Lululemon. Like I think the shorts and pants, and there's also some tights. They range from like $60 to $90. So we'll see how that does. I think it's a good example of like somebody targeting the home gym crowd with a new apparel line, and I think it's a little bit cheaper than like Viore, for example. So we'll see how that does. They made it sound like they put in quite a bit of work. But that leads me into my business idea. So there's a number of business ideas. So we have Rep doing apparel. Wall Control is a very popular brand within the home gym space, but they're not really branded towards the home gym space, but they are coming out with I don't know if it's released yet or not, but they're coming out with a like garage gym brand product as well. And then we also like gave away a speaker from ESC Stounds the other day. So, and that is targeted specifically for home gym. So there's a number of like products that really aren't home gym branded, or there are a number of products coming out that are like directed specifically towards the home gym brand. And that's also kind of what I have in mind. Just some other non-equipment ideas for home gym owners. Um, and I would say all of these are things that like I've thought about like trying to create as well. And like selling it. Maybe not one of them, or maybe not a few of them, but most of these I'm like, I think we could do that. So if anyone wants to partner with us on something like this, and let us know. And we do the similar thing that we've done with like Home Gym Con. But I think so. Here are my ideas, Adam. If you have any others that pop up in your head, feel free to chime in. But so I think something that would be cool would be to have like a customized trash can. So like something like a home, like within your garage gym or basement gym, you're most likely going to have a trash can. I think something with some sort of cool design. I've actually looked into this, and it was more like you have to buy just like, like, 500, and I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't like an ideal buying experience. But I think someone could make a trash can. Next, I think like there's plenty of like mini heaters, mini air conditioning coolers, but there's nothing like garage gym branded. There could be a garage gym heater, where you look at the like what's the typical garage gym owner need, what do they want to spend, and then create something specific for them. So I think that like there's an option for that. There's plenty of gym mirrors, but nobody is branding it as like a garage gym mirror. So I think that would be something. Pre-workout, like you see all of these influencers creating like their own pre-workouts and like selling them through their large cut, like just like follower base. I definitely think garage gym juice could be a good one. I think for like protein you could do like garage gym gains, something like that. So I can definitely see like home gym owners just like their go-to pre-workout being garage gym juice. So I think that one. I think coffee's a no-brainer. Like you could do like garage gym coffee. Like anybody can get coffee from anywhere and brand it in any way. This one might be a stretch. Garage gym whiteboard. Because
Honestly, the last thing that you said, like when you said like, let me know if you have any, I didn't like scan the whole list, and in my head was like a whiteboard. So I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, I always thought I don't know. Does whiteboard daily? He should have a whiteboard. He'd
Right.
be better than
Like the little PR, like all that's like there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday splits.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe something specific for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I would like to see like because you can buy a whiteboard anywhere, like sizes and
right.
everything, but like something like permanently on there, so like you can like track a progressive overload or whatever that you're working on that week, or yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I mean, I think about it like a lot of this stuff is like, the non-branded stuff is just like, or like specifically for like wall control. You have to like really be within the home gym scene to know about the like wall control hack. Or like if you were just starting a home gym, you would rank and you just searched best heater for home gym and you had a brand that was garage gym heaters, you
Right.
would you would kill it, I think. So
Yeah.
so I think yeah, those are all possibilities. I'm sure there's other ideas, but that's just the general idea. I mean,
Yeah, more branded things, and like honestly, like your SEO would be like
Right.
pretty high on all of those.
Right.
Yeah,
Which one do you think would be the biggest?
the biggest one, honestly, the one that I think a whiteboard would like makes the most sense to me. Um, Pre-workouts, I think like companies that exist now could just like First Form. You're drinking a First Form right now, right? First Form could
Yeah.
have Garage Gym juice, right?
Garage Gym energy drink. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like companies that already exist and are doing these things could have like a line for Garage Gym companies or Garage Gym
Yeah.
like items. Yeah.
No, I agree. I
I
think
watched a really cool Garage Gym build. I forget what the guy's name. He's really good. But he put a mini split in, and it was for the garage, and it was by Mr. Cool, and it was all like it's DIY, and yeah, he walked through doing it, and I was like, why don't they just call that the home gym heater or something? But
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, super cool.
All right. All right. Number one, whiteboard. What's the worst? What's the worst one up here?
Uh, I would like a personalized trash can, but I feel like most people are just gonna buy a big Rubbermaid and throw it in the corner and maybe paint it themselves or like draw on it themselves or put all their garage gym stickers on it or something. But
Yeah.
that one's very like I could see a small portion of the community going for that one.
There's my dryer. All right. Let's go to the survey results. So, the first thing we're going to talk about here is a survey where we asked about 12 or 13 different topics, or 12 or 13 different like head-to-head matchups, and you simply had to choose which one you choose. So we asked this exact same survey in 2021. There are some decently sized changes from it's actually about 2.5 years ago. So we have 2.5 years ago data versus last week. And I'm going to go over the entire list and then say from top to bottom, from biggest winner to biggest, all the way to the winner with the least margin. And then we can talk about the biggest changes. So number one, Rogue beat Titan with 86% of the votes. Rep beat Titan with 86% of the votes. Powerlifting beat Strongman with 86% of the votes. Concept 2 rower beat this Concept 2 ski erg with 84% of the votes. Rogue beat Sorinex with 82% of the votes. Powerlifting beat CrossFit with 77% of the votes. Adjustable dumbbells beat loadable dumbbells with 75% of the votes. Rep beats Sorinex with 74% of the votes. Garage Gym beat Basement Gym with 71% of the votes. Powerlifting beat Bodybuilding with 60% of the votes. Ollie weightlifting over CrossFit with 59% of the votes. Rogue Echo Bike beat the Concept 2 rower with 55% of the votes. And then the one with the lowest amount of victory was bumper plates over iron plates with 65% of the votes.
54.
And then the 54% of the votes. I read the 2021 number. So the largest increases were adjustable dumbbells over loadable dumbbells, which we've seen in the past. That was a 47% increase in votes from what we saw in 2021 for adjustable dumbbells. Rep over Sorinex, so reps lead for that grew 42%. Reps lead over Titan grew 39%. And then powerlifting over CrossFit was, where is that one? Powerlifting over CrossFit went up 33%. And then the largest drops include bumper plates over iron plates. So I read the 2021 number. That went from 65% to 54%. So down 16%. And then also the Garage Gym lead over Basement Gym lead went down 10%. And I would say like all of these we probably could have seen coming, at least the changes
Yeah.
from similar, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
the
then I will,
coolest
and then
one. Go ahead.
also, yeah, just one more thing is none of the winners from 2021 then lost. So,
Yeah, I think the coolest one was the adjustable dumbbells over loadable dumbbells, just because I think adjustable dumbbells, like there's been so many new advances, we'll call it, in like that technology, and like they're way better now. So that,
yep.
and that being the largest increase is like the coolest to see.
Yep, we saw. I think the big that was the big one that we've seen, but then some other like trends that kind of dominated this was reps rise, rep keeps going up, Titan keeps going down. Or the basement gym is catching up to the garage gym, and then I think powerlifting keeps going up and up with all these surveys we've done over the last few years. That I don't think that necessarily says powerlifting is getting more popular. I think that just says how the audience is changing. So just something to keep in mind. So actually some pretty cool data there.
I like this one.
Any data nerds. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain with just like a single slide and on a podcast, but if you look at the data, maybe check out the blog, and yeah, it's a cool one.
Next question on our survey was the stepper interest level. And if you don't know what the stepper is, it is a stair stepper for your home gym. It's a little bit more compact. Nearly 41% don't know what the stepper is. So if you're one of those people, jump over to the Garage Gym Experiment page and check it out. The rest of the data went like this. Level of interest, 6.5% said high, 13.9% said medium, 39% said low. So the majority just not knowing what it is yet. Jake, how do you like the stepper?
I love it. I love it.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think it's definitely a luxury. It's not like one of the cheapest items and something that people can just pull the trigger on right away.
It's cheap if you win it in a giveaway, right?
Yeah. And I actually just emailed somebody that won in a giveaway. So
nice.
So I'm sure they're like, oh, there's no way this is real.
Right.
When I emailed
they're checking the spelling of Garage Gym Experiment. Make sure it's not a hack site.
Yeah. But yeah, I think when you take out that 41% and you look at the proportion of like high versus medium versus low, there's still only like if more people knew about it, that high level of interest would be higher. But I do think the stepper is awesome. It fits in my garage very well. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it in the garage or move it inside as like a winter cardio option in the house. But I mean, it feels like it's a great workout. There's a few like UI things where it's like, I wrote a blog on it, but there's a few UI things where it's like a little slow. I've had to restart it a few times, but it's just like V1 of, they're going to make software updates over time as more people get them and they learn about it. So no, it's great. And I do think I'll use it more than any other cardio tool that I have. So,
it looks like something that you can like jump on and go, you can like really get after it. But there's something to be said about a piece of equipment where you can get on and just like slow, right? And that's something like you could just like take a couple steps, watch a show, watch a game, and just be on it and be moving. And you can do both with something like that. I think that's cool.
Well, and that's one thing I touched on. One thing I like I always like to do before I get going, I'm usually working out in the morning. I like to get some cardio in to like get warmed up.
Yeah.
And like jumping on the treadmill or the air bike is like intimidating sometimes. But like something like this, you can really
Ease
like
into it.
just start ease into it, and before you know it, you're like loose and ready to get the rest of your workout in. And then it's good for longer cardio um,
Yeah.
sessions, steady state types cardio as well. So
Yeah. It's Olympic rings for me to get like loosened up. Just something really easy. I can just like pull my body weight around, just start moving, and then I can jump into like some heavier stuff.
all right.
Next up, 21% of the voters have heard of High Rocks, leaving about 79% not knowing what High Rocks is. High Rocks is an endurance based competition. They have set weight limits for each stages. I believe there's 8 stages, one including a very heavy sled push. There's a rope pull. There's a lunge station, and it ends with 100 wall balls. And it's the exact same setup every time. I think there's 800-meter run in between each station, something like that. And so, it's kind of CrossFit style, but it's not changing. So it's always those things and those weights at any High Rocks event you do. I think it started overseas. Has it made its way?
Yeah, I think it's quite a bit larger in Europe than
Yeah.
the US. But I don't know too much about it. It looks fun though. I would like to do one.
I've seen like some YouTube guys like getting into it. Like Hunter McIntyre does High Rocks, and he's set some world records doing High Rocks and stuff like that. So it seems like that hybrid athlete kind of competition style. So
yeah, I think we'd be good. Like, isn't it like partners?
Can't
you do like partner?
Yeah, you can do individual or you can do partner. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That'd be fun.
We should do. I think we'd be pretty good at that.
I think we'd be pretty good. Like, honestly,
we'd be pretty good at that. I think so too. Yeah.
I feel like we're like,
oh yeah, we'd be awesome at it.
Well, we're not going to go and win, but we would do well. I think we're both pretty good at pushing ourselves. We can both run pretty well, and we're both decently strong. Yeah, I think we'd do well.
I looked at it, and there's nothing really close to us.
I think the closest one is like maybe Nashville, but I think they're in like Texas. They put them at like
I mean, there's only a handful in the U.S. It's like most of them are in Europe. It seems like. Yeah. Anyways, all right, and then lastly, we again posted this on Instagram to get the community's feedback. Adam and I are going to give our responses as well. So, dream specialty barbell lineup for your home gym. And I'm going to read some of my favorite comments. And I think the big thing here is like, you got to be practical. Be practical. You can't have everything. But some of my favorite responses. Yeah, some of these people, some
probably
of the
has all
responses
of those, so it's okay.
Do have every? Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So like Chip, or AKA Fig Jam Exerciser, his list is Elite FTS American Cambered Bar, Primal Armor Appalachian Bar, Rep Fitness SSB, Bandbell Earthquake Bar, Giant Lifting Open Trap Bar, Deadlift Bar from Texas Power Bars, and Sumo Deadlift Bar from Strong Arm Sport.
It's a sumo deadlifting bar.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Probably has like a ton of whip,
I don't know
right?
How it's different. Yeah,
maybe a little longer, so you have like you can set up a big base. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. How often would you have to sumo to
want
that on your dream list? Yeah.
Right.
All right. The Nose Wine Cellar, Duffalo, Cadillac, Elite FTS, SSB, Rogue TB2, Trap Bar, Kabuki Deadlift Bar, and Texas Squat Bar. At nsets _n_rest. I liked this one because it was so precise. Gungnir Curl Bar, Rogue MG-4CN, Kabuki Transformer Bar, and then Rep Open Trap Bar.
Solid.
That's a solid compact list. Miller 46 and 2. He basically has all of these except for
just bragging, dude.
He has all except one of these. So
which one?
Rogue Ohio Bar, stainless steel, Mars Bar, Titan SSB, Rogue Cambridge Squat Bar, Kabuki Cadillac Bar, Kabuki Trap Bar, Black Widow 2-inch rackable curl bar,
Nice.
Rogue. Yeah, I might change. Yeah, when I get to mine, I might change my curl bar to that.
Okay.
Rogue Fitness Ohio deadlift bar, and last but certainly not least, the only bar I don't have is a Criterion rackable Gaspari bar. And sounds like he is gearing up. Bruce Pearson, who makes that bar, is they're not available, but he's hoping to have them available by Home Gym Con. So he's kind of like gearing up for the re-release of the product at Home Gym Con, which is kind of
Love
cool.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll just read one more that we have here from Black Flag Barbell. So Bulldog Squat Bar from Sportcraft USA, F8 Customs Bench Bar, Texas Power Bar Deadlift Bar, Big Has Strength Fat Bar, Sam Hell Barbell Giant Camber Bar, Elite FTS SS Yoke Bar, and then Kabuki Strength Duffalo Bar. So that's quite a specific list. And then Adam,
Oh, me first.
you
All
first,
right.
man.
Here, well, I was just thinking about all those. It'd be fun to have an elephant bar, which I don't have on here. So maybe like a Rogue elephant bar. But my official list is the 29 millimeter Texas Power Bar, which I'm strongly considering purchasing within the end of the year. So there's that one. Mars Bar, which Jake very politely let me borrow, and I have been using like nonstop. The giant open trap bar. I got a little flack on the comment section for this because I said, or really any open trap bar. Joe at Garage Gym Competition said it's a dream list. You said any. My argument is every open trap bar I've used, I've pretty much felt the same way about them. And Giant's pretty dang good. A Rogue rackable curl bar, just because I wanted a rackable curl bar, and Rogue makes nice barbells. And then the Primal Armor Appalachian bar. I added that one later because it'd be fun to have.
Cool. And then I tried to be as practical as possible as well. And like also not add like 12 different bars with space in mind. And I think most people in the comments did that as well.
Yeah.
But this is also the order that I would buy them in. And I will say, like, there were a few specialty barbells that might be like my second or third favorite bar, like the Mars bar, but I only wanted to have one squat bar, so it got left off the list. But here's my dream lineup that I would also buy in this order as well. So I'd go with the Transformer bar. I think that's my favorite specialty squat bar if I could only have one, just because of its versatility. I like the Cadillac bar, but like I said earlier in the podcast, I would consider the new one from Rogue. I would just like to try that out first. Rep Open Trap Bar is the trap bar I'd go with. I think it's the most versatile and it's balanced as opposed to the Kabuki one, so I'd go with that. I like having a deadlift bar for deadlifts. So I've actually never tried this, but I would go with, from what I've heard, I would go with the Kabuki PR deadlift bar because it has, from
You've
what
been
I've
mentioning
heard.
that bar for a couple years now. I think you just need to buy it.
Yes, I know, because I have it. I mean, I have a deadlift bar
Yeah.
from Strong Arm Sport, and I can definitely deadlift more with it versus a power bar. So but it's not like perfect. It's like raw. It's like raw.
Yeah.
Raw steel and pretty rusty, but so I would if I had unlimited funds, I would go get that ASAP. I didn't think of Black Widow. I might go with a Black Widow curl bar instead of just like your basic Rogue one. So I would like to change my answer to that. But
Change.
and then I also would go with the Primal Armor Appalachian bar. Just because I'm not like I don't need the sleeves to be as long, and it would be easier to maneuver around versus what I already have. So that's my
think you and I are on the same page. Like, okay, I want a squat bar. Throwing a squat bar. Okay, I want a bench bar. Got a bench bar. I need an open trap bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cover all your bases, and those are the bars you pick.
Yeah, and I don't use like a cambered. I've
The only
never
problem
used
I
a
have with your list, you don't have like a daily driver. Like,
No,
what are you
I
gonna
didn't
like?
consider that. I didn't consider that a specialty bar.
What would you pick though?
I'd probably just do an Ohio power bar.
Solid. Yep.
But I did get a Hanzu power bar, and it's very nice as well.
You said you liked that one. Yeah.
Very nice. So I would have to do more analysis to decide which one. But yeah, something like a Hanzu stainless steel or the Ohio power bar. And I would like to try I haven't tried the double diamond from Rep. I would want to try that as well. That might be a good one. But I don't know. Something like that. Definitely a power bar.
Yeah. And I think on both of our lists, all of those bars might be at Home Gym Con. It depends what people bring, but
I would think so.
I would think so.
If Rogue brings a curl bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. That is it.
And that's going to do it. All right. Did you like tonight's episode? Well, then be sure to keep your eye out for new episode releases wherever you listen to podcasts. Stay involved on our social media sites by following Garage Gym Experiment and taking part in our Sunday surveys on Instagram so that you can be part of these conversations. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and get involved on our website for all your home gym content needs. Speaking of Home Gym Con, it's coming up in April. So we want to see you there. Make sure you're following Home Gym Con on Instagram. Check out the website. Check out the Facebook page. And buy your tickets. Jake, anything else left for the listeners?
Nope.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Bye.